Hello guys. So as we know that a graph is a collection of edges and vertices. So if there is a graph G, it is a collection of vertices and edges. Generally there are two types of graph. One is simple graph. If we have a graph like this, set of edges which is connected to some set of vertices which is connected to some edges, and this is simple graph. And other is the multi-graph, in which between two vertices it may possible that one or more edges are there, or the multi-graph also contain the loops in the graph like this. So it is a multi-graph. Okay, now to understand the concept of spanning tree, we are only focus on these simple graphs. And if we have a graph, then uh, in simple graph we have between two edges there must be only one vertex at max. So अगर आपके पास दो edges हैं, उन दोनों edges के बीच में maximum number of vertex केवल एक ही हो सकता है. This is a property of a simple graph. Okay, so the minimum number of edges in a simple graph is, आपका simple graph बिल्कुल ये भी हो सकता है. This is a simple graph because between two edges it is mentioned that at most we require one edge. At most we require how many? One vertex between two edges. So this is a simple graph. Yes, there is no edge between them, only vertex is there. So the minimum number of edges in a simple graph are 0. And what are the maximum number of edges? Maximum number of edges in a simple graph. So the maximum number of edges is like I have 4 vertices, so I connect these 4 vertices like this. So these are the maximum number of edges. So every time, because every time two vertices are connected with only one edge. Okay, so therefore the number of edges are nc2 if there n vertices are there, or we can say that n into n minus 1 divided by 2, or it is can be generalized as n square minus n by 2. So the in worst case the number of edges in a simple graph is order of v square. Okay, so the maximum number of edges, or the in worst case the number of edges required is order of v square. If I take logarithmic log in both sides, then I can say that the number of vertices in worst case is uh, v is equal to order of log e. Okay, this is only true for the simple graphs. Okay, now graph may also be categorized in two different ways, like weighted graph and unweighted graph. तो अगर कोई आपके पास सिंपल ग्राफ है, तो इन सिंपल ग्राफ और मल्टी ग्राफ के अलावा भी आप उसको वेटेड अनवेटेड के अकॉर्डिंग कैटेगराइज कर सकते हैं. जैसे कि आई कैन असाइन द वेट्स टू दीज ग्राफ्स. तो वेटेड मल्टी ग्राफ भी हो सकता है, वेटेड सिंपल ग्राफ भी हो सकता है. अभी हम केवल यहाँ पे सिंपल ग्राफ्स की बात कर रहे हैं, और अनवेटेड हमने देखा था कि जिसमें वेट्स नहीं होते. सो दिस इज अ वेटेड ग्राफ. सो अगर आपके पास कोई कंप्लीट ग्राफ है, लेट्स से दिस इज अ कंप्लीट ग्राफ, दिस इज कंप्लीट ग्राफ. ओके, एंड द ग्राफ इज जी विच इज कंप्लीट. ओके, कंप्लीट ग्राफ का मतलब कि every node is connected to each other, and if there are 4 vertices, then this graph is known as K4, a complete graph with vertices 4. Now the question is arises that how many minimum number of edges are required actually in a graph to connect all the vertices, and this arises the concept of spanning tree. Means spanning tree is nothing but if there is a complete simple graph which is given to you, and you have to find out that how many minimum number of edges are required to connect all the vertices in this graph. Because यहाँ पे सारे के सारे edges नहीं required होंगे connect करने के लिए. We require only some of edges so that we can connect all the vertices. And for finding those edges, a spanning tree is drawn. Okay, for example, for this complete graph, if I just label this graph like this, A, B and C and D, suppose this is the complete graph. Okay, and to find out the minimum number of edges, I just draw empty, I just draw all the vertices. So हमें क्या करना है, केवल इन सबको कनेक्ट करना है. तो कनेक्ट करने के लिए I just draw this line, this is connected, and now I just draw with the D also, this is also connected. So okay, so we require only 3 edges in order to connect all the vertices in this graph. So this is one of the spanning tree. But क्या केवल यही एक स्पैनिंग ट्री पॉसिबल है? नहीं, और भी हम स्पैनिंग ट्री ड्रॉ कर सकते हैं. जैसे कि हम वी कैन ऑल्सो ड्रॉ लाइक दिस. Here also in this spanning tree we require 3 edges, and similarly we can draw more number of spanning trees for the same graph. Okay, so the minimum number of edges required to connect all the vertices in a graph G are n minus 1, n minus 1, because here they see, if we have 4 vertices, how many edges are required here? 3 edges are required here, 3 edges are required here. So for n vertex graph we require only n minus 1 edges, which is required to connect all the vertices. So these are the at least number of edges which is required to connect the whole number of vertices. Okay, so there are n minus 1 minimum edges that is required to connect all the vertices in a simple and complete graph. Now the question is, as the spanning trees are multiples for a given graph, any given graph, so the question is, how many spanning trees can be possible for a given graph? For example, if a complete graph is there, I just draw this graph 1 2 3. Suppose this is a complete graph and it is a K3 complete graph, then the number of possible spanning trees are 1 2 3. There are 3 vertices, so either I connect in this way, or I can connect it with like this, or I can connect it with like this. Okay, so there are 3 possible ways, or 3 possible spanning trees can be formed, and the number of edges are n minus 1, means 2 number of edges are required, minimum number of edges. So if but this is only when the considered graph is labeled. If considered graph is not labeled, then the number of spanning trees may be increased. So the number of spanning tree for a graph K3 are 3, and the number of spanning tree for a graph K4 can be reduced to be 16, and similarly the number of spanning trees for a graph Kn can be given as n to the power n minus 2. So to find out that how many possible number of spanning trees are there in a complete graph with n vertices are n to the power n minus 2. You can see that if there are 3 vertices, it is 3 to the power 3 minus 2. It means it is 3 only. And if there are 4 vertices, 4 to the power 4 minus 2, it means 4 to the power 2. It means there are 16 number of spanning trees are possible. But this is only this formula is only work when the graph is complete and it is a simple graph. If graph is not complete, then to calculate the number of spanning trees, there is a different method, and the method name is Kirchhoff's method. Now we will see how the Kirchhoff's method works. So let's suppose this is a graph with 4 vertices, and this graph is not complete, as we can see that this edge is missed here. So this is not a complete graph. Now in order to find out the number of spanning tree that can be formed by this graph, we have to apply the Kirchhoff's method, and the Kirchhoff's method will applied on the corresponding adjacency matrix for this graph. So first we draw the adjacency matrix for this graph. So let's draw it. 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. There are total 4 vertices. So the adjacency matrix contain 4 cross 4 2D vector, and just if there is an edge between these two vertices, then I have to fill 1, otherwise I have to fill 0. Between 1 to 2 there is no edge. Between 1 to 3 there is an edge. 1 to 4 there is an edge. 2 to 1 there is no edge. 2 to 2 there is no edge. 2 to 3, 2 to 4, then 3 to 1, 3 to 2, 3 to 3, 3 to 4, then 4 to 1, 4 to 2, 4 to 3, and 4 to 4. Now this is the adjacency matrix. Now first step of Kirchhoff's theorem is all the diagonal elements, all the diagonal zeros, we make all the diagonal zeros to the degree of node. We replace all the diagonal zeros to the degree of the node. अब नोड कौन सा नोड, क्योंकि डायगोनल एलिमेंट्स में हमेशा एक ही नोड आपकी बात करते हैं। जैसे 1 यहाँ पे इस डायगोनल एलिमेंट के जीरो को रिप्लेस करने के लिए हम 1 की डिग्री से रिप्लेस करेंगे, इस वैल्यू को हम 2 की डिग्री से रिप्लेस करेंगे, इस वैल्यू को हम 3 की डिग्री से रिप्लेस करेंगे, और इस वैल्यू को हम 4 की डिग्री से रिप्लेस करेंगे। सो दिस इज द फर्स्ट स्टेप। सेकेंड स्टेप इज जितने भी आपके नॉन डायगोनल एलिमेंट्स हैं, नॉन डायगोनल वंस हैं, जितने भी आपके नॉन डायगोनल वंस हैं उनको आप रिप्लेस कर देंगे -1 से। ठीक है, केवल ये 2 प्रॉपर्टी हैं, बाकी सब एज इट इज रहेगा। एंड वी हैव टू ट्रांसफॉर्म दिस मैट्रिक्स इनटू अनदर मैट्रिक्स बेस्ड ऑन दीज 2 प्रॉपर्टीज। Okay, so this is the matrix. Now I have to replace all diagonals with the degree. So degree of 1 is, डिग्री क्या होती है, डिग्री होती है कि कितने नंबर ऑफ एजेस इस पे इंसिडेंट हो रहे हैं किसी नोड पे। सो 1 पे कितने नंबर ऑफ एजेस इंसिडेंट हो रही है, 2 एजेस इंसिडेंट हो रही हैं। सो आई जस्ट राइट 2 हियर। अगर डायरेक्टेड ग्राफ होता है तो इन डिग्री आउट डिग्री कॉन्सेप्ट होता है, बट हमारे पास अनडायरेक्टेड ग्राफ है तो डिग्री हमेशा नंबर ऑफ इंसिडेंट एजेस से हम निकाल लेते हैं। सो डायगोनल जीरोस को हम रिप्लेस कर देते हैं। यहाँ पे भी डायगोनल जीरोस को 2 की भी डिग्री कितनी है, 2 है। 4 की डिग्री कितनी है, सॉरी 3 की डिग्री कितनी है, 3, और 4 की डिग्री कितनी है, 3। ठीक है, दूसरा है कि नॉन डायगोनल वंस को -1 रखना है। तो जहाँ जहाँ पे नॉन डायगोनल्स 1 है वहाँ पे हमने -1 रख देना है, और बाकी सबको एज इट इज़ रखना है। तो ये 0 एज इट इज़ रहेंगे, ये -1, ये -1, यहाँ पे -1, -1, -1, -1, -1 एंड -1। ठीक है, ये आपका बन गया ट्रांसफॉर्म मैट्रिक्स। नाउ द नंबर ऑफ स्पैनिंग ट्री, क्योंकि किरचॉफ्स थ्योरम क्या है, नंबर ऑफ स्पैनिंग ट्री निकालना है। तो द नंबर ऑफ स्पैनिंग ट्री ऑफ दिस ग्राफ इज इक्वल टू is given by the cofactor of any element of this matrix, cofactor of any element ऑफ दिस मैट्रिक्स। सपोज कोफैक्टर मुझे इसके कॉरस्पॉन्डिंग निकालना है, तो कोफैक्टर के लिए इस एलिमेंट के कॉरस्पॉन्डिंग अगर कोफैक्टर निकालना है तो जो कंसिडर्ड मैट्रिक्स होगा मेरा ये वाला होगा, इसका मुझे डिटर्मिनेंट निकाल लूँगा मैं। सो कैसे निकालेंगे, कोफैक्टर ऑफ एलिमेंट 1 1, इस एलिमेंट के कॉरस्पॉन्डिंग कोफैक्टर निकालना है, विच इज इक्वल टू 2, कीप दिस एज इट इज, दिस इंटू दिस। सो 2 इंटू 9 -1 माइनस -1 -3 -1 plus -1 1 plus 3. So this is the determinant of this matrix, and which is equivalent to 8. So the number of spanning tree that can be possible by this incomplete graph are 8. So this is the Kirchhoff's method. So I think you will understand this method. We will try this method on the graph with 3 vertices. Suppose here it is 1 2 and 3. So take it as a question, and you will try yourself that how many spanning trees are possible for this graph. Okay, as we can see, only one spanning tree is possible for this graph, but you have to apply the Kirchhoff's method on this. Means first you have to make the adjacency matrix, convert this adjacency matrix as per the rule of Kirchhoff's method, and then try to calculate the number of spanning tree based on the cofactor of any element in that converted matrix. Okay, thank you.